What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. In today's video, we'll be going over the changes to Nova Warp in 2.2.1 and just basically going over if it's good or not. Let's go over the changes in the 2.2.1 patch notes. Reduced initial charge detonation energy cost by 20%, which is first when you hold down the button. That's the initial charge, so they reduce that by 20%. And reduced energy cost of holding the charge detonation by 7%. So when you hold it, it basically doesn't like take away as fast, I suppose is the best word for it. Reduced time required to fully charge the charge detonation from 0.9 seconds to 0.7 seconds. That's pretty awesome, so you can get that full charge faster. Reduced dark blink cost by 20%. Thank you. If you're going to reduce the mobility on it, and I don't understand why you reduce the mobility and the blink cost. So you can do more blink thingies, whatever you want to call it. And increase base super duration from 18 seconds to 22 seconds. Thank the Lord, because when originally it was like 25, 26, then they nerfed it. So now this is a good middle ground. First thing I want to go over is PvE. Now I know that people are using the top tree Sloma bomb with the Skull of Dire on Hamkara. Now before anybody realized that that was the best PvE build in the entire world, I actually enjoyed using Nova Warp, and the reason being is because any void kills you get, like, number one, gives you health back, and number two, gives you your abilities back. So I really like using Nova Warp initially before it got nerfed into the ground a while back. And to be honest, it feels pretty solid in PvE. Obviously, I guess in this day and age, especially with the Arc Week updates that everybody had, I think that Nova Warp is like not as good as it used to be, just because there's other things that are better than it right now. But I mean, Nova Warp is pretty good. I'd say if you're somebody, I don't know. The way I see it is that everybody's going to be using either the Sloma Bomb or the Well Radiance with either Phoenix Protocol or Lunafaction Boost, just because it's a big support thing. And if you're doing something hard, maybe you want to go in solo and do that. Like, that's the super end game build stuff. But if you want to go in probably fairly casually, maybe you're facing a fairly difficult activity, Nova Warp can help you out. Like, it's a big ad clear machine. You can get health back on any void kills. Like, all the stuff's been improved to where you use less of the Nova Warp on all the abilities. It's faster charge time for the bigger detonation, and the super is increased. So I really don't see a reason why not to use this. I find it very entertaining at times to use just for funsies. But yeah. Now, going over PvP, obviously it is not going to be as good as it initially was in the beginning of Forsaken up until it got nerfed. But when it got nerfed, it was so bad. It was basically unusable, because even if you did hold down the charge, it couldn't hit people anymore. Like, it wouldn't kill them. You could barely get away from anything. Like, the super would last so, it would be so short. Like, yeah, the super duration is 18 seconds, but if you're charging and doing the dark blink all the time, it was more like 12. So it was pretty ridiculous. And now that the charge times have gone, not charge times, but I guess the charge, how much the percentage, whatever you want to call it, has gone down, so you don't use as much, and you can have the faster fully charged detonation, faster, like the increased super duration. That stuff is all good things that makes this thing a lot better. I actually used this for this footage. I was in the Revelry and I actually used the grenade tonic, so I can actually have more of the like panic shotgun grenades. Man, super freaking good. I actually didn't end up using the Controverse holds. Those probably would have made it a crazy grenade build. Did not want to do that. Did not want to be completely OP. I was using Transverse's steps for this gameplay. But still, like, it feels pretty good. Like, Nova Warp is back in a big way. Obviously, with it being a roaming super, it can get shut down fairly easily. Like, things like a Nova Bomb or things like a Golden Gun or a Blade Barrage and stuff like that. But still, even, like, I actually use Blink, and I usually don't use Blink. I've been starting to use it a little more recently, just because it's something that people really don't expect versus just a regular glide or jump or lift from any of the other classes or anything like that. And having double blink on this thing is freaking crazy. So you can do the normal blink. It doesn't cost anything for your super to do the normal blink, and then you can dark blink to be a little more accurate when it comes to getting on top of people for the Nova Warp. So in general, I think Nova Warp in PvP, it feels really, really good. I don't know what else to say, really. I mean, you could tell from the gameplay, like, it's freaking shredding. It's definitely a fast-paced like subclass, and that's what it's used for. It's awesome. We're now at the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, but there are 3 things I want to go over. First up, my clan, the D1 Fire Team, is looking for active players in the Destiny community. Our members play all sorts of activities from casual PvE and PvP to the endgame content. If you're actively playing Destiny 2 and want the benefits of a bigger clan, the link to join is below. It'll say clan link. All you have to do is request to join, and myself or one of the admins will approve you. If you're with a smaller clan and want the benefits of a bigger clan, and you have, like, let's say, like 7 to 10 members, I'm just using that as an example, but if you want to come over, just send me a message on any of my social media links and we'll try to get something set up. Number 2, if you want to know how to support me, there's a link below that says best way to support me. That'll take you to a 4-minute video. If you want to go check that out, that would be awesome. But if you don't want to do that, you can always like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and all that good jazz if you want to do any of those things. Lastly, we have a link to the community Discord below. Just a heads up, we're looking for anyone with moderator experience to potentially run the Discord. I know for myself, I'm more of a player instead of a manager, so if you have some moderator experience, just send me a message and we'll try to get something set up. I know for myself, I'm on Xbox, but if you guys would like to talk or chat with me, Discord is going to be the best way to do those things. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you next time.